ZD had an advantage game 1 before the fire alarm stopped play. Now in the remake, game 1 of Grand Finals. Let's go, Jackie. Who do you got in this setup?
I mean, it looked really strong for ZD in that the bit of the first game that we saw before the fire alarm went off. So yeah, ZD was looking pretty dominant, and I think he's starting to kind of figure out the range that he has to play at in this matchup.
He knows the matchup against him because he's played it a couple times against Jerry, but PowerUp feels like he challenges Wolf a little bit differently, and right now it is not working out.
Yeah, I mean, this is really similar to how the stopped game 1 started. So.
They're not quite going to connect, but the neutral layer forces PowerUp to edge, but a great Rebels guard. That seems to be the X factor for PowerUp. When he has those great reads with that counter, he's able to build up meter and take the tempo away from his opponent. Right now, 126%. He is still feeling the pain that ZD's bringing.
Yeah, and for those of you who, maybe are just joining us, these two played in women's quarters, and PowerUp made a pretty huge upset over ZD. There were a couple of very tragic SDs in that set, actually on both sides. So, yeah, going to be interesting to see how this one turns out. Another really fantastic Rebels guard.
ZD being aggressive with those sides, it is just not paying off. His PowerUp is kind of flipping on the hitbox and the back throw. The DI.
And I think ZD was forward throwing.
Yeah.
ZD might have thought he got the grab there. I thought he got the grab there at least.
Great conversion there with the double up air. That will take Arsene off the table, and ZD trying for an early kill perhaps. Look at that. He stopped being aggressive to guard the landings. Now he knows that Rebel Guard is coming out far too often.
Yeah, he was doing a good job towards the end of that other game of, waiting out the Rebels Guard and getting the grab. So, yeah, we'll see. I think he understands the mix-up. Yeah, the air dodge. Okay.
Neutral air dodge. Not too much lag on that. Back throw to force. PowerUp into an awkward spot, but that platform makes getting back to center stage very easy. These tomahawks not working out for ZD all of a sudden. PowerUp is just staying patient shield, yeah.
Oh, and the dash attack, yeah. What a burst option. It looked like that got a jump, I think, from PowerUp. And usually very safe for Joker to neutral jump there.
Slow, strong characters that have powerful burst options that kill just tilt me off the cliff. It's like, oh, you're Cloud. I know that if I just pin you down, then there's very little you can do. Oh, wait, your dash attack kills essentially.
We saw guns in the back air there from PowerUp. Okay, but a back air from ZD.
The laser got him.
Yeah, that's it. Great. And I love the option to just side B out there, just in case.
Just in case, but yeah, that was a phenomenal coverage by ZD. The laser, it seemed to clip and stop PowerUp's momentum off stage. He had to double jump directly into ZD's awaiting claws.
Yeah, that's such good awareness to realize, with a character like Joker, if you don't go out and challenge that, I'm pretty sure Joker's fine. So, but just recognizing that, yeah, you put the Joker in a spot where he basically has to recover from a specific angle, put that net out there, nothing you can do.
And the Fox counterpick here for Game 2, so Wolf looked very strong right there.
We also saw this in the losers final set. ZD was counterpicking based off stages, and yeah, Battlefield for Fox, I should say. I mean, that shouldn't have to explain that one.
Of course, yeah, tri-flats are a terror for Fox. These up airs,
there it is.
You're seeing it right here, the ladder all the way to the top. It's like, you can have Arsene, I'll take this damage and this position.
And there, yeah, the early Nair allows him to land and just react to the neutral get up, and the down smash can take the stock. That's a 0 to death. Hello.
What a way to start Game 2 by ZD. It's like, you can go ahead and pick the stage. Yeah, it'll let you go ahead and Sharky get the left and wobble, but, I mean, good God.
He's getting so many free Arsene. We'll see if PowerUp can make it count in this game. Yeah, okay.
So far, he hasn't been able to get anything going, though. ZD just goes for the fourth match, there's the down smash.
Yeah, that's a safe kind of like, all right, I want to kill you here,
That's 2 mistechs in a row, and PowerUp losing 2 stocks so quickly.
Yeah, fantastic placement of that drill. And that's just it.
It feels like ZD's doing whatever he wants right now. Like, he's just hitting buttons, and PowerUp has so far shown no response this game. Like, the change from Fox.
And that's 2 straight Rebels guards that got grabbed. Great, yeah. I mean, this is just how you play against Joker.
Except that he's not backing off with Arsene.
He's not pushing it, though, either.
Can't reflect those, unfortunately. Those will beat outshine dash attack forces ZD to the edge.
Really surprised that crossed up like that, but ZD, he's just chilling, man.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel like he really needs to press too much, but the second that Arsene's gone, he just looks at him.
I think he wanted an up smash. I'm willing to bet that he inputted, but just didn't quite land in time. Yeah, great angle.
That neutral air, too, from Edge is paying dividends right now for ZD.
Catches the neutral get up off the pack. Wow, okay.
And on PowerUp's counterpick, ZD is able to finish that game with a 3-stock in under 2 minutes. If you are PowerUp, you may not be feeling particularly phenomenal with that counterpick. What do you think that ZD needs to do here? Is it, or excuse me, the PowerUp needs to do here? Is it a stage choice, or is it perhaps just that ZD's in his head?
I feel like PowerUp's getting caught on the back foot because he's recognizing that it's really hard to approach against ZD.
Did you hear that? A Mario counterpick is Yoshi's open? That's the ultimate thing. Is like if Yoshi's open,
all right,
Yoshi's
great,
open.
great call. Great call. I support this, especially considering this is game 3 of a set that he has to play with too. You know, see if the Mario can do anything, and if not, just put it back in the back pocket and get on with the next set.
I mean, Mario makes miracles happen on this stage. Absolutely. This is yeah. If ever your opponent has a pocket Mario, maybe just maybe ban it.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not even just that the combos, like the kill confirms, are ridiculous on this stage. It's just they absolutely are. But Mario just moves around the stage so naturally. His jump heights are just made for these platforms. He's able to do these aerials without, like, you don't have to do any, like, special fastballs when you get auto cancels, right?
True, but right now...
Doesn't matter, though.
Yeah, it's, again, we talk a lot about what Mario can do here, but we haven't talked a lot about what PowerUp can do here.
Oh, yeah, and that just screams fear to me as somebody who also plays a character with a frame 3 up B like that. I mean, I'm trying to catch people being, hitting my shield like that, but ZD, he knows what's up. He's spacing it very well.
And then the standard get-up is just always getting called out. Triple up air, and that's a stock.
Yeah.
You're not the only one that can ladder. ZD showing the PowerUp that he absolutely can respond on this stage. Okay. Well, do it again. Just about. Good God, ZD is making this stage look like it might be Fox's best. 82%.
Like
that
I
was
said,
a minute and 15 seconds.
I respect the effort, try that, see if the Mario has anything, and when you find out that it doesn't, like you just did right there, put it back in the back pocket, let's see the Joker again.
Back deep in the pockets. Like ZD perhaps has been taken to that stage by some of the region's best Mario players, so PowerUp might have a pocket Mario, but I don't think it's deep enough.
Yeah, so both of these guys sitting in the loser's bracket now. We got the bracket reset. There it is, the L.
Now, what is PowerUp
Yeah, and the Joker comes back.
I agree.
Correctly. So I believe I was hearing that PowerUp used to play Bayonetta before Joker. I think Joker is the correct pick.
And Wolf is the pick for Town and City. So a stage where Wolf can certainly kill you quite early, but a little bit extra room for PowerUp to move. And he's done really good in the stage in the past, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see a turnaround here. But
oh, okay. He is a strong Rebels guard. But again, ZD was really starting to catch on to that at the end of game 2. I don't think he's going to get away with just, like, kind of mashing the Rebels guard out of when he knows that ZD's true strength.
True. Forward tilt for ZD off stage. Are you going to get the Gimp? No, he just short hops. He recognized, though, that he couldn't get that down here. So good decision by PowerUp to not hit that button. But the back air very nearly going to finish it off.
Yeah, wow. That's a powerful hit, man. The thing is, it looks like PowerUp really, really badly wants ZD to pick an anxious option, and ZD is just spending the entire set saying, no, I'm not going to do it. Okay, there's an air. And, like, it's really hard when you get in this kind of situation against a player as good as ZD, having experienced that earlier tonight, where it's like, all right, so I just got to beat him straight up. How do I do that?
That's always the question that a lot of players around here struggle to answer.
I'm not going to lie. Like, a lot of my playstyle is built around waiting for the opponent to mess up.
And ZD is not going to give that to you. That's the difference between a top-level player and a, like, high-level player. The top-level players, they force you to earn your victories.
It was kind of similar to how I felt after losing to Dexter the week before. It was like, oh, I need to actually learn how to play this game.
Down air into the up smash. No, PowerUp went for the forward smash, and I do kind of dig that, but look at the response by ZD.
And he knew that he was going to get DI in there, because if you want to chase DI out, you have to keep holding forward with Wolf, and so he knew that PowerUp was going to be a little scared on the ledge and hold in.
I think that ZD also has the angle with up B to not trigger Rebel's guard. That's not going to finish off, but great up smash by PowerUp, just barely missing.
He's spacing these side Bs a little better too, cognizant of the Rebel's guard.
I'd like to see him just go for some kind of an edge trap off stage, though. It feels like he's always going for the guard, or he's just kind of like jumping in place.
Yeah.
ZD gets back to stage a lot freer than he should be.
He gets back to center a lot freer.
True.
And Joker's ledge trapping ability, I mean, he has a bunch of auto cancel aerials that he can do other stuff out of, right? Like that's what makes for great ledge trapping. So
ZD waiting on the Angel platform in no rush to challenge Arsene. Gets a couple hits. He's going for that neutral air.
Not very damage. Oh, big damage. Yeah.
Barely missing it now. Arsene is gone. ZD can swing for the fences.
That's always tough with those kinds of dares, because it feels like there's a couple of different angles that they can bounce at depending on what percent they're at, and he thought it was going to be the higher one. Got the lower one.
Now playing a lot more defensively with PowerUp. I like this reserved playstyle, just jumping in place, dropping on a couple more projectiles. Yeah, not quite going to work out though for ZD. Did you get... I thought he was going to get carried off. If PowerUp got that grab, that would have been it.
Yeah.
And he was holding out.
Unfortunate, but yeah, that's a tough one to DI though, because if he gets the other hit of dash attack when that's sent straight up, I believe that would have been the correct DI. So
it looked like he landed and tried to do a turnaround back there.
Sure.
So I think he was basically landing, turning around, and then ZD just swatted him away.
Makes a lot of sense.
Unfortunate for PowerUp right there, as it looked like he was playing that a lot tighter than he was in set 1.
Signs of life, and that weird up guns on the left side of the stage. That, I mean, that's why ZD ended up trapped on the platform. He buffered something, thinking that he wasn't going to be active after the up guns hit him. Very awkward situation there, and that definitely could have swung the other way.
Back to town, no change on the stage or the characters from the PowerUp side.
Understandable. That's the best this has looked. Good, yeah.
Can't quite convert off of that on the platform, though. Instead, these early percent strings tend to go ZD's favor. It feels like once...
Yeah, you think he's mashing that Rebel's Guard?
Yeah, exactly. He gets Rebel's Guard, gets it again, and then gets back here for the kill.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a little awkward, though, because usually, like, oh, he's holding it to try and hold the Rebel's Guard out as long as he could, and then Arsene came in and buffered another one. So that's actually kind of unfortunate for him. Because that directly...
That's dead.
Yeah. And that is... Yeah, this is really unfortunate there. And that's one of the weaknesses of Arsene, right? It's much easier for Wolf to get that edge guard when Arsene is out than when he's just recovering with the hook.
Almost getting it right there, as ZD was definitely trying to end this game with that fastball. Not quite going to finish up. And now down smash coming out. I feel like PowerUp's getting a bit frustrated.
Yeah, and that was a great punish. Getting the full combo off the floor there. Really?
That combo? No. No. I was going to say.
Oh, but he dropped.
He hit a button.
Yeah, I think he dropped down, yep.
He tried to go ahead and get the down air, but without Arsene, you're not going to get the spike, and you're not going to get the discharge.
Potentially a Rebel's Guard, but yeah, either way, it's not working out. So that was a swift game, too, after PowerUp showed some pretty good signs of life in game 1, and that's going to be pretty hard to come back from here. Yeah. So that's 5 straight. And honestly, it kind of feels like 6 straight, given how far ahead ZD was in the game, the game 1 that got canceled by the fire alarm. So,
yo, where was Nick District 14 right there? Did that man pull the switch? Was it the Game Gym homies trying to go ahead and provide one last PowerUp for the aptly named PowerUp? He's going to need it right here, as this is an awkward spot that he finds himself in. But it looks like
why not?
Yeah, reaching deep into that pocket to pull out Steve. ZD has lost to a couple Steves in the past couple weeks, so maybe we're seeing an attempt at a player counterpick?
Have some fun with it. I get it. This is so... That suggests to me that this might be... I see why this might be a rough matchup for Fox now. Because as a fast faller and a light character, he's going to have a hard time getting out of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he can just do it again. So the thing is that actually a little bit of PowerUp's inexperience is showing right there, as he made a mistake with that. You're supposed to basically end that with a jumping forward air instead of like a handle or something like that. He's going for suboptimal convergence, but he is getting a ton of damage right here, though. I cannot argue with the results.
Oh, God.
What is that hitbox?
Okay. It's also the hurtbox shift on Steve because he bends down so low. I would have just assumed that the falling area was going to hit.
Can we also talk about how bad Steve's tech animation is? Like, this man techs in place, he just flashes while standing up. I hate this so much. But early stock lead for PowerUp, though.
There's a lot of really awkward stuff about Steve's model generally. Like, I feel like he's very hard to combo out of throws compared to a lot of the cast. Ooh, holding in, not going to pay for it, though. Yep. Okay, there's the up smash.
Yeah, jumping over Fox, never the best of ideas when you are at kill percent. Now, I mean, I cannot argue with the
sure. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I might have held the gold for parts. We'll see, though.
And you can't argue with the results so far, though. PowerUp has the biggest lead so far.
Oh, yeah, but it looks like ZD is starting to catch on. Okay, I like that. The out of shield, like, backwards nair. Like, how do you even call that move? So it's so weird that he can do that. Okay, the down smash.
ZD getting a little bit aggressive, trying to get back to center stage and paying for it.
Oh, wow. That really is such a good anti-Fox tool, actually. That down smash.
Down smash and down tilt, like, all of his options are actually pretty good. This may very well be a difficult matchup until Fox gets in. Once Fox gets in, Steve does nothing.
And, yeah. Okay, looks like the only tool that he has left is the sword.
Just needs a minute. Sir, please.
Okay, he has the axe. He does have the axe. Just doesn't have a pickaxe.
He just want to... Okay, he gets saved by the platform, and he gets the forward smash.
Get out of here.
No, you gotta get a tool, dog. Like this, I think he's...
Oh, no, he's gonna just down smash. He's just gonna down smash.
He has no tools. Like, he just jumped and tried to go ahead and get the flick back there.
Yeah,
it didn't work.
Interesting. He's going to take the diamond here. He has gold for parts. Like, this is a really strong position. He has down smash. Or down tilt. Sure.
Rinse and repeat.
Again? No way, yeah. And it's also... That does stale, right?
He taunts and just does it again. We're going to be here for a little bit, folks.
Oh, my God.
Okay. No, we're not.
Yeah.
I think ZD actually just went above the stage. It looked like he wasn't going to hit edge. He just ran directly at power-up. I feel like that might have been ZD being like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, right. Like, if you're going to do that, I'm going to either hit you for taunting or we're going to move on to this next game. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. And I like how power-up just kind of like threw up his hands at the end of the match. Just like, what?
Yeah,
like, really? This is what gets me the W?
I have a feeling we might be seeing the wolf next.
Yeah.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, I think that ZD is perhaps not too happy about getting heavily counterpicked right there, but I really dig that pick by PowerUp. Now, that also exposes for any prospective Steve mains perhaps a hole in ZD's character knowledge, because he just really did feel lost in that matchup.
I just don't know what Wolf does at the ledge against both down tilt and down smash.
Fox, rather?
Yeah, Fox, yeah.
I mean, Wolf is probably going to have the same problem, but he's going to easily play a lot better in neutral.
Has a different angle than either straight sideways or straight up.
And like placing platforms and just trying to get the heck out of this, because this is the problem right now, is that Steve is a character with a fun button. If he can hit the fun button and mine the resources, then he can actually play the game. But if Wolf is in your face and is taking up space with these big disjoints, you just can't really do anything.
Oh, he jumped into the block, but it actually positioned ZD really well. Okay, the high elytra, sure, yeah.
Just smack him, please get away from
And
me.
imagine thinking he had lag, ever.
Look at this.
Hilarious.
PowerUp keeps trying to pull the box out because he needs something other than a wooden tool, but he's getting no chance. ZD posting up in this man's face and not allowing him to mine or build.
There's also some interesting stuff that you can do with spawning the crafting table that lessens your end lag on shield drop. It actually takes 4 frames off your shield drop on animation.
Yep.
Very weird stuff.
It is an interesting tech, like one of those Steve-specific or character-specific techs.
So,
Steve's got a lot of them. Like this is the weirdest character at Smash.
I haven't played a whole lot of Steve, but like theoretically, it feels like there's almost no reason not to spawn the table if you're gonna be dropping shield anyway.
True.
I don't know.
I think perhaps it does take resources.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it does.
All right, so getting tossed off stage is PowerUp.
Oh, yeah, big damage. And that's why it's okay to go for that kind of backer in this spot too, right? Because you have coverage on the line.
And then just PowerUp walks at him with a sword. I'm just gonna wave this at you. Please walk into it so I may carry you across the stage into your death.
Yeah, forward tilt is a really big tool here. Up tilt, yeah, not quite. That looked like sour spot.
Definitely.
Dash back, yeah.
ZD seems to have this one well in hand, as the character change is like night and day right here. PowerUp having a lot of trouble getting anything started here, but get him off stage. No, he barely missed the back air.
Yeah, man. Like, I feel like the big difference here is that ZD didn't have burst options that would just kill Steve when he whiffed. Like, yeah, you could hit him and maybe do some damage, but like the reversals were really empty. He gets the flash, and he dies. And now you got to deal with this.
Not like this. Oh, PowerUp actually taunted. Man, like this, you know ZD's coming back.
That's actually...
Please don't.
If you ask me, that's understanding your win condition if you're PowerUp.
It's just like, I need to tilt ZD to oblivion.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wolf up smash, also not terribly laggy, and that one gonna connect, not quite. All these false critical strikes, man.
Time to...
Oh my god.
PowerUp, you're just psyching him out, and it works.
Oh yeah, and the roll, not quite. Again, that's 4? I want to say that's 4.
Yeah. Now that is actually so smart by ZD because PowerUp didn't do anything wrong there. He just lost his invulnerability.
Exactly,
Such a
yeah.
high
And that's
percent.
recognition that you don't get to mess around off stage like that when you're at 170. You could do that when you're at like 100 and still have some time, but nah, we're just going to poke that forward tilt in there and take a nice little the grind here.
So, I mean, Gimmer, perhaps the true winner because he gets to go ahead and put out a Grand Finals VOD with Steve on the front.
Absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
there we go. Yeah, no, you're going to have fun with that one.